nice thing about painting on chewing gum. You can bypass bureaucracy. You can paint a picture anywhere at any time. Also, I'm taking something which is thrown away and changing it into something more constructive. So it's a process of transformation. Hello.
I'm Harry.
Ah, how are you?
Good. I'm a really big fan of you.
Sorry?
I'm a really big fan of you.
Ah, thank you. What do you like? What kind of things do you like? So tell me.
The sign that I wanted on it.
Yeah.
The England sign.
England sign. What other things do you like?
I like climbing.
Climbing.
Like for my birthday. It's my birthday today.
What are those? So you like climbing? What else?
I like collecting go-go's.
Ah, little figures. Okay, that's good. And I'll do it. Say I'll do it on this piece of gum here. Okay. That'll be your picture.
Well done.
It's the constancy which is kind of important, because then the more that you're working in different communities and environments, you know, people see you and then you can form relationships, meaningful relationships with people. I never volunteered to do pictures for people. People came to me and asked. And it's a vehicle for reflecting people's lives. Nice to see you, Katie. Hi. Good to see you. This sign, you know, the wheelchair sign, is that a good idea?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that now.
Why is this painting important to you?
I want to eat here, but I can't because I'll show you.
Katie would like to talk to you.
You can't lift my wheelchair.
Well, this is the thing. This is her dilemma, because it's not just La Poqueta, but it's a lot of other shops that she can't kind of gain access.
It's really heavy. It's such a lack of awareness, because
Yeah.
everyone knows that you
Yeah.
can't smoke now.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
that law came through, everyone
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Whereas not making adjustments for disabled people, people just don't know.
Yeah.
Disabled people can't afford to enforce the law, so it's a useless law.
Yeah, so I can understand the frustration. Oh, great. This is this is good. I know.
Well, at least, you know.
Right. When I got arrested by the police in St Paul's, May of last year, that's when I started working for longer periods of time in Muswell Hill. But I'm going to go back to St Paul's because I'd started a picture which I wasn't allowed to complete. St Paul's Cathedral, here we go. The techniques developed over the last 3.5 years that I've been working. Heat the gum up with a burner, and then I'd put a lacquer into it. Then I heat it up again with the burner, and then I paint the design, whatever it's going to be. Like that. Alright. I'm the chewing gum man.
Are you actually allowed to be doing this?
Yeah, so technically if you paint on the chewing gum, it's not criminal damage.
What do you do normally?
Now this is what I do. Yeah, I'm a chewing gum artist. That's my profession. As an artist, I get by and I need money. You know, when you least think you're not going to be able to kind of get by, something always comes along. Either somebody gives something, or they want to buy a picture because they like it, or you know what I mean. I find that. You know, usually I can kind of like, if I can like get by one way or the other. I've got a family, but it's not an easy situation not to deal with.
Remember how many pictures you have done so far?
How many I've done really isn't relevant in one sense.
I wrote something
okay.
that is, but this is South Korea's national treasure,
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one, that was destroyed by
that's
arson
That's
early this
absolutely
year.
terrible. That's terrible.
But do you think you might be able to create this?
I know, it'd be a real pleasure to paint a picture like that. So I find it intriguing. Well, what's the name of the actual temple that got burned down?
Namdaemun.
Because you're blocking the pavement, aren't you?
In what way?
Yes, you are. Trust me, you are. You are causing obstruction.
So you're saying technically I can't work here?
Yeah. Easy money to do this.
Shall I tell you who? No. Shall I tell you who? People in the community want to give me money, but I do the work on a voluntary basis.
Okay. You are causing obstruction. Let's not get silly. Yeah. I'm not getting silly with you. Yeah. I am telling you, as a police officer, you are causing obstruction of the highway. You are blocking a certain section of the pavement for all afternoon. But I'm sure you'd rather be somewhere else, causing a little bit less obstruction to a busy highway.
So what area kind of points? Where can one work and where?
As long as somewhere you're not causing obstruction of the highway. All right.
So, but you're saying that really I can't do these pictures.
Technically, what you're doing is technically
what?
illegal.
Pictures are for people. These pictures reflect different people in the environment, not just politicians and official characters. You know, like when I got moved on before, you know, not only did you move me on, you took my DNA by force, and then I couldn't work for a month afterwards because of the way I was treated.
Now you need to get wound up, sir. I
got arrested last year. You know, I said, you can either give your DNA or we can use a reasonable force. Then I remember being punched in the back. I was holding myself like this. You know, and then they were pulling my arm out, and then they started twisting it right round, putting it over my back, and they were crushing all this side along here. Well, no, but what it was, you know, whatever, you know, it wasn't like they were pushing me, you know, like, it was a systematic, it was the coldness of it. That's what I found. And it's not, what it is, it's when you have a government which brings in a policy which is completely out of touch with everyday people. Changes need to happen on a grassroots level. They have to come from the individuals, they have to come from people. And then you can have police that can actually take your DNA by force when you're working with people in the kind of like community. It's outrageous. So when you have, you know, a police officers on your back and they're punching you in the back, you can feel the blows, you can feel the pain in your back. Why is that acceptable? When you have problems with violence in the streets and people feeling frightened, I think they're actually, if anything, encouraging it by acting in the way that they did, by moving me on. Because it's about the diversity of people with their different pursuits and ways of life, and that's what needs to be supported and encouraged. Sorry?
Is this to do with the Tate Modern?
No. This is just to do with painting art in a spontaneous way.
You are on their land.
Oh, okay.
You're on their property.
Oh, sorry about that.
Ben, I have to say this is amazing. This is awesome.
Oh,
I know I didn't, you know, just or believe in or you believe in whatever. It's turned out. It has turned out more than I thought. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Precise, very precise.
Well, it's enjoyable to do it.
Can you stop what you're doing?
No.
Yeah?
This chewing gum doesn't belong to the Tate Modern.
You actually didn't Tate Modern.
Yeah, but the
This
gum
is Tate
doesn't.
Modern, this is Tate Modern site, yeah?
But the chewing gum doesn't
Can
belong
you
to
stop
Tate
what
Modern.
you're doing?
That kind. What is that? What is that graffiti?
Everybody has their own opinion about, so I'm sorry. Like I said,
This is art.
maybe to you.
No, it is.
Street art. You are booking it. I know you are the artist in the street book. London street book, the collection book. Was it? The graffiti.
It's interesting
For instance,
when the Tate Modern is celebrating street art. But
But you're just...
You just want to do, please, just when you're doing an art.
It's not about that, it's about you're doing it on Tate's land.
But it's not. It's on the actual chewing gum.
It doesn't matter. Please don't carry on. Let the duty manager sort this out. Yeah, please do
Yeah, I
something.
will. I'll just. It's art. This is to do with art, isn't it? It's about
It
spontaneity.
doesn't mean you just graffiti all over the floor.
It's not
does
graffiti because it's on the chewing gum.
It's on a chewing gum, but it's on Tate.
No, you're right. It is on Tate property, but
Yeah.
it is a chewing gum picture. Who owns this chewing gum?
Who owns
Is
this
it the
land?
Tate Modern that own this piece of chewing gum?
Ben, I think we finished. We can leave. Tate Modern is celebrating street art, and he's, you know, chewing gum is part of street art, and he has been stopped because that property belongs to them. They're supposed to promote street art. I find it very amusing. I have to laugh.
I found that quite intense, that last. Well, from one to another, you know, hi. I found that, yeah, it was it got a bit much, actually. I just thought, no, bloody hell, you know, if we're getting moved on for doing a tiny little picture from a place which celebrates art, then that's a real sad state of affairs.
Kept on looking, and then I like there because I saw the Harry first, and then find Ben. So then I thought it was mine.
Wow.
I think Ben is really amazing because I wouldn't be able to do that. And I told him that I like the England flag, and it has the England flag on it, and it has me climbing up the wall. But I didn't know that before, that I was climbing up the sides. But I knew that. I thought they were go-go's. I'm surprised that he could do such thin brushes. They had such thin brushes, and he could do it so gently. And the other thing that was quite exciting is that about 2 days ago, I was walking to the hall to practice my assembly and performance, and I saw Ben walking up the street. I really like Ben, and I want to do it when I grow up. And I kept saying and I say it to my friends too.